X-Men Apocalypse is the 8th film in the X-Men series, the 4th to be directed by Bryan Singer, and features the cast of both X-Men First Class, Days of Future Past, as well as some newcomers. Now, we can all agree that the X-Men series has had its fair shares of ups and downs. However, after the events of Days of Future Past, Bryan Singer now has free rein to do whatever he wants, which is good, right? Now, in all fairness, X-Men Apocalypse hasn't got off to the best of starts, for two reasons in particular. The trailers haven't been that interesting. The first one was really good, but all of the trailers since have just copy and pasted the same clips from that first one and just put them in different orders. And the second thing is that initial reviews for this movie have been mixed and negative, which I really don't understand why, because this is actually a good film. Now, this isn't a flawless film by any means, but this is just as enjoyable to watch as, say, X-Men First Class or even X-Men 2. First of all, the acting from most of the cast is really good. James McAvoy brings his A-game as Charles Xavier. Jennifer Lawrence is good as Mystique, however, it's not the best she's been. I do think she was a lot better in Days of Future Past, and also Nicholas Hoult is very good as Beast yet again. The newcomers are also very good as well. Sheridan does a very good job as a young Cyclops. Sophie Turner is probably the best Jean Grey we've seen in a live-action film, and Cody Smith-McPhee plays a very, very convincing Nightcrawler. However, for me, I thought there were two standout performances. The first one being Michael Fassbender, who brings the most emotion I've seen from this character in a long time. Honestly, every scene he was in, he killed it, and it was just so good because he brought enough emotion to make you want to care about a villain, which is quite surprising. And the second standout performance goes to Evan Peters as Quicksilver, who steals every scene he's in. Now, no spoilers here, but the scene involving Quicksilver in this film is just as good, if not better, than the one in Days of Future Past, which I thought was impossible because that scene in Days of Future Past is one of my all-time favourites. And the fact that they managed to better themselves is just amazing. It is honestly one of the best bits of this film. Also, Bryan Singer does a good job directing. He's at a point now where he knows these characters off by heart, inside out, and he can do whatever he wants with them, and he just feels at home. None of the characters feel forced, they all feel like they should be there, and they all feel like a team by the end of the film. Now, like I said, this film is not perfect. There are a few problems. First of all, some people may find the first half of the film quite slow going. I thought it was fine myself, but I know some people may find it a bit too slow. Also, Apocalypse, played by Oscar Isaac, I thought the performance was very good. I thought Oscar Isaac was menacing and made the role his own. But the design for Apocalypse is awful. It looks like a villain from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's pretty crap. Also, some other problems that I had with this film is that the final battle, though entertaining, does feel very CGI heavy and is obviously filmed on a green screen / soundstage, which is not good seeing that this is a big budget blockbuster movie. And there are a couple of shots that are very, very bad and very fake, but you kind of let it go because the end fight is so entertaining. Also, one minor nitpick that I will make is that some of the followers of Apocalypse, such as Psylocke and Angel, do feel a bit underused. Olivia Munn and Ben Hardy are good actors. It's just a shame that they're not in the film as much. And I was really looking forward to see what Ben Hardy will do in his first ever big film role. And all he says is, "Come on," and "Ugh!" Even though Days of Future Past is still my favourite X-Men movie, there is still a lot to enjoy about X-Men Apocalypse. It's enjoyable, it's funny, and it's actually quite emotional at times, which is something that surprised me quite a bit. I'm going to give X-Men Apocalypse 7 out of 10. If you like the X-Men series, then you'll love this film. Just ignore the negative reviews, because even though this film isn't perfect, it's definitely not 2 stars. Anyway guys, that was my review for X-Men Apocalypse. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe. Also like my Facebook page, The Media Critic, if you prefer a more written version of these reviews. Thanks for watching. Bye.